Hey, I just wanted to come on real quick tonight just to give you like a brief understanding of what I'm offering with the Spiritual Seekers 201 class. I'm sure that you probably know a little bit about it because I've been posting here and there, and I try not to overdo it, but marketing is just necessary. So, you put it out there a bunch and hope that people see it and understand what the heck you're trying to do. So I'm starting the Spiritual Seekers 201 for the first time Monday coming up, the September 21st. So that's starting at 7:30, and we're gonna meet weekly for 6 weeks and talk about different topics that I couldn't include in the 101 class because it was just like so exciting to do the 101 class to try and cover the basics with energy healing and stuff and waking up to all that type of thing. But then there's another aspect of the spiritual exploration that includes the angels. So I'll just go through the list. Angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, past lives, ascension, and the rise of the divine feminine. So these were the next 6 topics I wanted to cover, and it all worked out to put them in one class. What's really special about doing this, and this I had the idea of last year when I was mulling it over, like what would be the next thing I do. So last year I kind of had a couple ideas floating around, and then I put it on the back burner, and then with just all the stuff going on with COVID and whatever, and I had to close my one business, and I'm looking to open the other, but I'm in between. So given that I have a few months before I'll be opening the new space, I figured I might as well take advantage of this time and continue doing this type of work that I like to do. So that's where it came from. And then it came together really quickly, and I asked a lot of my friends and influential teachers who I just adore if they'd be willing to assist in the teachings of it, just kind of for conversation and just to give a feel of these topics in a deeper way. So week 1 is angels, and I have Maura Bertotti coming on, and she was like one of my original teachers. Maybe she was like the second teacher I came across when I was first on my spiritual journey. I think I met her in either 2010 or 2011. And obviously you probably know her because I did Facebook Lives with her a few times already this year. But so we're going to discuss angels together on Monday night next week. And then the next week is spirit guides. And I'm going to be bringing on my first original teacher, Janet Henson-Rosiak. And she was my, the original teacher when I was like, I want to be a spiritual healer and I don't know how to do it. She sent me an email, universe kind of just chimed in, and she's like, oh, I'm teaching this class in a couple weeks. And that class changed me forever. That's called Theta Healing. So she opened me up with a bunch of stuff with that class. And then a year later, I learned Reiki from her. And I took Reiki 1 and 2 with her. And so Janet and I are going to talk about spirit guides on week 2, September 28th. And then the week after that is Ascended Masters. And Joanne Kelleher was another teacher of mine that showed up maybe a couple years in. My husband actually is responsible for me meeting her, which is funny because he's, not a believer, but he just mentioned it, and he mentioned her and her location, and I didn't know what he was talking about. So I found her, and then she and I clicked, and she taught me my Reiki master teacher level back in 2012. So that's when she came into my life, and so she's awesome. And so we're going to talk about Ascended Masters, and then the week after that, Maura is going to come back, and we're going to talk about past lives. We're not going to do a past life regression on the call, but we'll give you homework to find a meditation to do. And then on that Friday follow up, we'll go over whatever experiences you might want to share or whatever. That's it. And I forgot to mention that, but the Fridays, so Monday nights at 7:30, we'll be meeting weekly. And then the Friday days at noon, if you're around, which I know people aren't necessarily going to be around, but I just wanted to offer a follow-up without it disrupting my life too much, because nights are hard, So Fridays at noon will be a follow-up call. And during the week if you want to share your experiences, like in the private Facebook group, because we'll have that going on too for that class. So there'll be discussion going on in the Facebook group as much as people feel like sharing and want to share. And then on Fridays, you can chime in with the phone call to go over different experiences, different whatever comes up. And then the 5th week, I have Donna Sika coming on, and she used to own Soulful Awakenings. Now it's in transition, but she still plays there. She does the crystal bowls, and she knows all about vibration and raising your vibration and ascension. So we're going to talk about that in that class. And then the week after is the Rise of the Divine Feminine, which it's just amazing. Like, it's just super cool, and just the time is now to talk about this stuff. It's been building for many years, but it's kind of reaching a peak right now. So, and my friend who's my business coach, Sarah Walton, is going to be joining me on that call, and she's all about empowering women. And it was one of her talks I learned a couple of years ago, how like women still aren't making the same money to the dollar that men are. And I was like, really? Like, I didn't think that was still a thing. So she knows a lot, and she's got a lot of fire and passion, and she'll be fun. It'll be a good conversation. So I just wanted to like say it and spell it out there, so you didn't have to go research it if you didn't want to, if you just felt like watching me speak about it. So Spiritual Seekers 201, I'm charging $222 for the 6 weeks, and it's really, you're getting a lot for that, because every week I'm sending a PDF with a little summary of like whatever that topic, and like a couple pages of information. And then you're getting the Friday phone call, and you're also getting like a guest expert. So it's really just to support all of us as we're awakening and ascending and evolving as a species, as a planet. And we could all use that kind of support, and to recognize that these tools are at our fingertips, and we just have to kind of switch our focus and tap in and shift our energy. And it's really amazing. And I know that we're just going to roll with it and just let it go. How the conversation flows, it'll just really be natural, organic kind of conversation flow. But so it won't be like terribly scripted, or it won't be scripted at all. But like you'll at least have the PDF to support you when you're preparing for the class, or to sort of expect. But I imagine it's going to be a lot of storytelling, a lot of personal sharing between me and my guest teacher, where we share our stories. And that's how we learn best, is from hearing people's stories. So that's what I wanted to jump on and say. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. And you go to my website, rebalancewithreiki.com, to learn some more about it. I guess that's it. So have a good evening, and I'll talk to you, or whatever time you're watching this, and reach out with anything. Okay. Thanks. I'll see you guys. Bye.